Right guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Sunday, the sun is shining. Hope you're all smashing it. Tom's down and we've got the 92 in today. Just gonna do a quick 4 years of ownership and are these cars still worth buying today? I have just purchased an e92 myself. Well, actually, mum and dad brought it round for me.
Just a mini one?
Yeah, I'd love a V8 M3. So yeah, 4 years of ownership on this bad boy. We're going to have a little walk round, rundown of spec, reliability, what the car's been like, and just have a general chat about it. We want to get this car back on the channel a bit more in the future. It is. Yeah, it's been off the channel for a pretty long time. So obviously it's Tom's wife's car. She's allowed Tom to have a little go today, but Tom generally does all the maintenance and take care of it, don't you?
The maintenance on it. There's a few bits I've not done recently on it, but that's just because the garage is full.
Yeah.
And weather and stuff, but yeah, generally do it all myself. So.
Yep. I'm full of cold today. Had a rough week. Tom was going to wear his hazmat suit to be around me, but thought I'd better get up, give it a go. And again, we hit 1,000 subs. Thanks again for that. We're made up. We're growing.
Yeah.
Right, let's delve into this. Right, guys. So in 2008, you know, this was a pretty quick car for a 3-litre diesel. Even by today's standards, this is pretty quick. So we're looking at, out the box on a 2008, it's 241 brake horsepower, about 5.9 to 60. What are we on torque-wise? 384 pound and 520 Newton meters, and obviously limited to 155. So back in 2008, that was a quick. This was a quick car. It's still a quick car, and obviously this has been mapped.
Yeah.
But there's a bit of controversy, isn't there? Because you've got the, we'll get into it in a sec, but you've got the full rundown sheet that goes off your VIN number.
Yeah.
But before we get into that, we'll just hit out, what have you done to the car?
So the rear of the car, we put the rear diffuser on.
So we've got rear diffuser down here.
Liz been wanting one of them for a while, so
It looks nice.
Black rear diffuser on that.
Yeah.
Other than that, we've got obviously the black side repeaters.
Black side repeaters.
We've got the front corner splitters, and we've got the black M-style grills. So
Yeah.
obviously we've done all the fitment videos on them.
Yeah, so it's just nice and in keeping, isn't it? Nothing too loud.
much.
And they are a lovely shape, these, and it's quite a tidy car too. Odd little mark, but we're still yet to buff it up. We'll
Yeah.
get round to that one of these days.
Well, that's pretty much all we've done exterior styling wise.
So this is quite a high spec car, isn't it?
Yeah, well, it's one of the M Sports and it is a high spec car. So I mean, if I run through a bit of the VIN spec, obviously it's sparkling graphite metallic. It's got the red, the coral red Dakota leather in it.
Just have a look at it in a
I'll
sec.
go through that in a sec. Obviously it's the M Sport package, you've got the M Sport suspension, it's got the aerodynamics package, which is pretty much the boot spoiler.
Yeah.
Obviously you've got your leather steering wheel with your paddle shifts, that kind of stuff. So it's got the smoker package on it. So basically that'll just be your tinted windows. Obviously the full electric seats with the memory. You've got obviously your Isofix in it. They are the sports seats with the bolsters as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Obviously you've got...
So this has got the air bolsters too.
Yeah, it's got the air bolsters, well the electric or air bolsters.
Nice.
It's got heated seats in it. What else have we got? Obviously it's got the navigation in it, the sat nav in it.
Which is quite rare on these,
yeah,
isn't it?
Yeah. What else?
If you can, have a little look at what it says on the brake horsepower, because this is interesting.
Yeah, so
if you can get
on
that
this, obviously it says it's the M57 T2 engine, 3 litre, and it says power, it states it's 210 kilowatt and 286 brake horsepower.
Can we just see that? Can
yeah,
we?
so that
Whereabouts?
it's basically there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's interesting, isn't it?
It is interesting considering with the stage 1 map, it should take it up to 200, about 285, 286 brakes. So I find it hard to believe that when it's been mapped, it's actually updated.
It's been mapped and it's just the same as it is.
I don't know.
It's
so
weird.
I know when it was done, we had this one done by John Stanmore.
Yeah, JPS Autos.
JPS Autos, and when he did it, obviously we took it into him because the DPF was coming up. I had to go cleaning it, wouldn't clean. We were quite surprised because she does a lot of mileage in the car. So when we went into him, I said, give it a full oil change, got the DPF, stage 1 map, and he said he took it out and he goes, bloody hell, that's quick. He goes, that's feels a lot quicker than my standard 330 X-Drive.
Interesting.
So, quite
I guess we'll never know, will we?
I mean, to be fair, I'm wondering whether he actually stage 2'd it, because driving this literally on the way down here compared to the E91, this does go.
We need to do draggy times, don't we?
I mean, I didn't have the gear knob over to
Like
the
I say,
side.
factory time, 5.9 seconds. It's quick, so it, you know, is it going to be low fives? Who knows? We are going to have to get out and spend a bit more time with this car.
Yeah, well, if I can grab it off her again,
we'll do it. Just give her the F31, lad.
A bit more on the spec with it. Go through it. So obviously you've got the headlight washers. Not all of them come with these. Obviously you've got the parking distance control only on the rear. You've got your fog lights, rain sensors. They're pretty much standard on them. This one's got the xenon headlights.
Yeah.
Obviously with the
Xenon.
headlights. Now these, obviously the headlights, we need to give them.
Yeah, we need to.
They are looking. They're looking bad.
Bit sad, aren't they?
Obviously you've got aircon on this. Xenon lights.
So you can pick up one of these for a clean one for a couple of grand.
Well, we got this, it was, I spoke to Liz, it was 4.5 years ago, and I think we paid just over £4 grand for it.
It's a lot of car for 4 grand.
No, it is. I mean, the main reason we got this, because we were looking at quite a few, obviously, from my point of view, it had to be an M Sport, she had to have an M Sport, and she liked this shape, so we had to go with the sat-nav. Now, obviously, this is the pre-LCI, so this has got, let me see if I got this, it's got the CCC sat-nav, which is the earlier.
Right.
Obviously the LCI versions come with the CIC. It's slightly updated and the centre controls are different.
Yeah.
Now you can do the update on this, which I'm considering doing for it, but it's about £400 for all the bits. So
Just use your phone, don't you?
yeah, but I think it runs a little bit nicer with you know, all your apps and that kind of stuff, like your Spotify and
Hey ho, so I know obviously this car's been off the road. It was off for a good couple of weeks.
Yeah,
that was expensive, weren't it?
No, it was. Basically, it was coming up with MOT. Now, I did the brakes on this, it was months ago, it was probably start of summer. Did front discs, front pads, rear discs, rear pads, rear shoes and everything. But when I was putting it back together, it was, I think it was this side. I noticed ever so slight wobble in the wheel. I was like, the wheel bearing needs doing. Now obviously I was going to do it, but I haven't got any of the presses or anything. So I said, might as well just take it to a garage and get them to do it. Obviously, you know, because my garage is full, I'm doing it on the drive, etc. Now when she took it in, they said, these can be an absolute nightmare. Basically, the drive shaft will either come out or it'll be seized in. Now I went to a couple of garages and they all said the same thing. Now, unfortunately for us, that was seized in. So basically, I think they had a 10-ton press on it, whacking it with a hammer, and they couldn't release it. So they rung Liz, and they basically said, we're going to source a new rear hub for it. So we were like, all right then. They ordered one, but they ordered I think it was a 1.8 rear hub, so it doesn't fit with the discs. And then they rung her up, said, part's wrong. We're struggling sourcing one, so I look on the internet, basically got a brand new rear hub from Germany, it's £250. But I think all in all, she had an MOT on it, she had the rear hub done, rear drive shaft replaced as well, and a new back tyre on it. And how much was it? I think it's about 800 quid.
It's not that bad then.
Well, I say 800 quid, that's in total, so obviously we paid, I think
Labour.
it worked out about 270 quid for the rear hub, you know, with import charges and stuff. So obviously she's added that onto it as well, so I mean, to be fair, that's not a bad price really.
No, not really. So all in all, it's not been a bad motor in the 4 years you've had it. It's been very reliable.
Other than that, what we had to do, we had to do 2 front springs on it. Now, I did the top mounts on it because they were slightly wobbling, making a bit of a rattle. I think when I compressed the springs, he must have been on the way out because we've had to have both front springs replaced on it. Obviously, I've done the brakes, full brakes on it, discs, pads and everything. And we've also done like all the front wishbones because you've got 2 lower ones, 1 upper one. So I've done all them. I've done drop links on the front of it. Other than that, it's basically only had tyres, really. Because the way she drives.
That old 57 motor in it.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Bulletproof.
She goes through back tyres probably annually.
Yeah. Hammer down, hammer down.
Yeah, she does like to put a foot down, right?
Don't blame her. It's got the torque, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Right, so we have a little gander inside and see what the spec's like. So obviously we've got the red interior, which I am actually. My mate on the roof up there, pain in the bum. I like this red interior. No, it's not everyone's cup of tea, but obviously.
I was a bit unsure, but Liz absolutely loved it.
I love it.
It's really grown on me.
2+2, I like it.
Yeah,
It's very,
in the middle as well.
It's very nice. Well, in my what did I have there? I had a 46 convertible, didn't I? I can't even remember. Yeah, before I had the M3, the 46 convertible.
3 litre, didn't you?
330 Ci, because it had the e92 M Sport wheels on it. Now that just had a big hump in the back. Whee! As we're in there, it's quite a nice place to sit, even for a 2008. On here we're on the ZF6, isn't it?
Yeah, ZF6.
Sport box, and we've got the paddles, as you can just see there. Do you want to just turn the sat nav on, Tom, and we'll have a little look, because obviously this is an early iDrive car.
Yeah, well,
you know, it's
the only downside of the sat navs on these ones is they're all CD, aren't they?
yeah,
They've stopped doing the CDs for them.
it's old school, isn't it? This now, like, obviously we've got the dual climate and we've got the heated seats in this.
Yeah.
Takes a while to warm up, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's like Microsoft DOS.
Well, to be honest, if I started it, it wouldn't be too bad. Obviously, it's binging at me because the doors are open, aren't they? So.
Shut the doors. Stop the thing.
Nice and cosy.
Let's get cosy.
Yeah.
So you still obviously you've got your.
What?
It won't have. Oh yeah, we've got self-feeding.
Give me the seatbelt.
What did Al call them? Butlers or something like that.
Probably.
Like some fancy stuff, isn't it?
Well,
that
they're
feeds you the
actually,
seat.
this one's working at the minute, but generally they don't work.
Yeah. So there's nothing amazing on this. It's just sat nav, CD, and obviously all your vehicle information, isn't it?
Yeah. So obviously you've got your navigation. You can go onto that. I don't know whether it'll. To be honest, it's pretty basic, isn't it, compared to most modern ones? Obviously you've got your entertainment.
It's a nice car. It's a nice car. We do need to
You've got
feature
your
it.
cup holders on it.
Oh.
Obviously, this one's the spring's broken in it, but I did actually replace it, and the other spring went. But
Marvellous, marvellous. And we've got another one here, haven't we?
yeah, you've got one for the passenger.
Very nice. Very nice. We got no. With it being the smoker package, yeah, you've got cigarette lighter there, and I wonder if it's got any more hidden ones anywhere else.
Turn the ignition off so it doesn't bong at us.
I know, yeah. But generally, a nice place to be, and obviously, like ours, we've got the Alecki seats here, and you've got the
Bolsters up there.
the air bolsters. No, the air bolsters are at the front, aren't we? Obviously,
that's to move
being an M Sport.
That's for moving the seat.
Yeah, further.
Yeah, just getting in the back.
Yeah. So obviously we've got the M Sport door kick plates.
Yeah, we've got the power folding mirrors on it as well.
power folding mirrors. So it's a great spec car. So I think if you're in the market for still around 2008, you can get a really well spec car for the money.
Yeah.
It is kind of like a timeless shape as well. It looks still, we still look the part, don't we?
Yeah, no, I really like it. I'll say I've been trying to pester her to get an F series and upgrade this because she does a lot of mileage, but she absolutely loves it. Basically, I think she just wants to run it into the ground. Like.
There's nothing wrong with it though, is there?
No, well, I mean, obviously it's done 166,000 miles. I do think I'm probably going to have to replace the turbo on it at some point. But I think that's just me because it uses a little bit of oil. Doesn't really smoke out the back and it doesn't drip any. So I'm going for it's probably turbo that's on its way out. So
yeah. So go on.
Well, I was just saying you can't tell. As I say, it
still goes well.
So, yeah.
But yeah, we do need to get this back on the channel. I don't think we've done a video on this for, it's been over 6 months, isn't it? Easy, over 6 months. It's all been F series and obviously.
Well, we're doing a lot on that. I've been doing a lot on e92.
Yeah, so, and obviously it's Liz's daily driver and she's busy, but I think we do.
Obviously, I've got to get the EGR and the swirl flaps done on this. It's pretty much the same procedure as the e91, but obviously we'll do a video on it just in case anybody thinks it is different. But quite nice under there. It's a little bit dirty.
And you did the pipe across, didn't you? I think on this.
Yes, obviously this has had the pipe across. You can see it looks like it's got the standard DPF, but that has actually been gutted. You've still got all the EGR cooler on and everything, so that's all coming off. And obviously we'll do the swirl flaps on it. When I do that, I'll have to get it remapped as well, because obviously it's got the anti-shudder valve similar to the e91. But yeah,
Well, there
nice
we
little
go.
car. I really like
It's a
it.
nice car, and I think if you're in the market for a BM, it's not going to cost the world, but you can get a decent specification on. I think a 92, especially a 30D, is a good option. Obviously, you've got the 3.5s, but they do hold the money a little bit better. But you know, for the price and the performance, they're fantastic.
This is a pre-LCI. If you go for the LCI version, you'll get the updated iDrive. I think the backlights are slightly different, but the basic shape's the same, isn't it? I think are the engines, you get a little bit more power out the engines?
I'm not sure, you know. I'm not sure.
There's not really a massive amount of difference, is there, really?
There we go, guys. It's made an appearance back on the channel. Get some more content on this coming soon. We'll get the draggy times. Tom's obviously got work to do under the lid, which again might be worth waiting to do that, but then I think we should do draggy times before you do that and then do it again after.
Well, I mean, it's only really the EGR, isn't it? It's the EGR and the swirl flaps, so the DPF's already done, the stage one's already done, so it's not going to make a huge difference. I mean, we could do some afterwards anyway.
Yeah.
Just to see if I'd like to get it remapped, won't I?
Yeah.
So it depends on where I go to get it remapped. Do I get Chris to do it?
I'll take it back to John or...
John Stanmore. Or do I get it stage 2 mapped? Because I don't know.
Decisions, isn't it?
Yeah, I suppose it should really be the intercooler and stuff on it if I'm going to do that, but we'll see.
Yeah. So there we go, guys. We've got plenty of content coming up. Tom's going to be delving back into the E30 soon. Hopefully get that to a point of a rolling chassis soon. And obviously he's got more coming on the 91, and we're going to have to cover a video on the 46 soon as it's getting to winter, so that's going to be another video coming up. You might love it, you might hate it. The decision will be the decision. We're not sure where we're going yet, are we? Pretty much decided, but
yeah,
we'll drop a video on the 46 and see what the fate of that is coming up to winter. And yeah, just thought we'd just get this back out here today and just show we've not forgot about this motor. And yeah, we'll get some draggy times done in the next few weeks. Get out for a little drive in it.
Oh look, Marty, guess what?
Go on.
It's got the end sills.
I know, I've just made a boob. I actually purchased a set of these for me F30. and I didn't buy the rear ones. Tom pointed it out last night. And
yeah, it was quite spooky, that, wasn't it?
you said you should buy some of these and sent me a link, and I'm like, I already ordered them about 12 hours ago, but I need to buy the backs. But now he said that I've been looking for the backs and there's none in the condition that I want, like, so that'll be in a few weeks. I'll see how badly it annoys me.
Well, as you say,
But you pointed it out now, so it's going to annoy me.
Never see them, do they?
No.
Nobody really goes to the back.
But like you say, I know it's there, you know it's there, so if I find a set, I'll get them, like, I'll get them. But there we go. Happy
Sorry,
days. It's all right. You've just reminded me of that now. I'm devastated.
Yeah.
I've just noticed as well, we need to get the buffer out on the roof here.
Yeah, well,
That's where-
isn't there? There's the scratch on the bonnet.
No, that's where it's been in the paint shop and the bags. We used to get it when we were in Lloyd's. The bags
Oh, yeah?
had moisture under them and they'd been in the ovens. But yeah, so there we go, guys. Just a little chitty chatty today about this bad boy. And obviously, if you're looking at buying one, we do strongly recommend. They're still worth it. Still worth it.
And I wouldn't be put off with mileage if it's been looked at.
Especially with the 57 motor.
It's one of them, you need to know the history of it though, don't
Yeah,
you?
yeah.
Regular oil changes, you won't have a problem. As I say, most of mine are well over 150,000.
Exactly.
miles,
Yeah.
So,
Well, there we go, guys. We'll call it a day on that, and we'll get some action footage of this soon. Can't get my words out. And yeah, stay tuned for more BMW content.
right.
Anything else, Tom?
No, that's it.
All right, guys. Remember, like and subscribe, and we will catch you in the next one. Take
See
it
you
easy.
later.
See you later.